Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Sanjay Suresh, and I'm a student taking Cell Biology course 1050 at University of New England. Today, I'm going to be talking about transport of macromolecules across the cells. And the three macromolecules that I'm going to talk about in this video is insulin, which is a protein. And the second one I'm going to talk about is testosterone, which is a steroid hormone. And the third one is an intracellular protein called actin. So coming to the pathway of insulin. Well, first of all, just to give you an idea, insulin is a hormone that is responsible for lowering the blood sugar levels. So how is this insulin molecule transported through the cell? Well, it all starts off from the insulin gene in the nucleus, where it undergoes transcription from transcription from DNA to RNA, and it leads to formation of the mRNA. And once this mRNA is formed in the nucleus, this molecule enters into the rough endoplasmic reticulum, where it's converted into a compound called preproinsulin. And later, this preproinsulin gets converted into another compound called proinsulin, which leaves the rough endoplasmic reticulum. And meanwhile, it undergoes a 3D configurative change in the RER. And once this 3D configurative change is formed, it enters into another organelle in the cell called the Golgi apparatus. And the Golgi apparatus is responsible for sortage and packaging. So this molecule gets sorted into numerous immature vesicles. And these immature vesicles vesicular granules are stored in the beta cell, and then they lead to formation of matured insulin. And this matured insulin is present in the beta cells of pancreas, and it gets ready to be released once we have high blood sugar levels. And the one way that this is released is that it has to cross a barrier molecule. This is called an actin network, and once it crosses this actin network, it can exit the cell. So the cells secrete this insulin. So this is the main pathway of insulin within the cell. The second compound is the second molecule, is the testosterone. The testosterone is a sex-binding hormone, and it's mainly a hormone that's present in males and is responsible for secondary sexual characteristics. So how does this start off? 98% of it is bound to sex hormone binding globulin. And this sex hormone binding globulin enters into the cell membrane through the cytoplasm. And later, from the cytoplasm, it is transported to the nucleus, where it causes activation. It leads to activation of a target gene. And once this activation of target gene is formed, it leads to protein synthesis, and it produces biological responses in the cell. And later it is secreted out of the cell. The third molecule is the actin, and actin is the main hormone that is present in our muscles, and it's responsible for muscle contraction. And how this is transported is it is transported through the axons, and then it enters in the cytoskeleton, where it gets rearranged. And once it enters into the cytoskeleton, it can either enter into the nucleus through a protein, with the help of a protein called importin, and it can exit out of the nucleus through another protein called exportin. And through the numerous vesicles, through the numerous vesicles, it can undergo nucleation, and its assembly occurs. And finally, how this molecule is secreted out of the cell is through a protein called G-actin and F-actin. So this completes the pathway of the three macromolecules through the cells. Thank you.